Unraveling Our Returns Crisis and Its Impact on Profitability by Colin McCutcheon. Return rate and return value rate. Return rate and return value rate provide normalized metrics that allow for meaningful comparisons across different time periods, product categories, or business units, while total returns and total cost of returns are absolute numbers that lack context. Return rate, returns divided by sales, shows what percentage of your sales are being returned, giving you insight into quality issues or customer satisfaction, regardless of sales volume. Similarly, return value rate shows the financial impact as a proportion of revenue. The absolute numbers can be misleading. A high total returns figure might seem alarming, but can simply reflect the increased sales volume rather than a problem. All of the properties for each dashboard are listed to the right here. And just to answer the question for the project, the root causes of returns are product quality and fit issues, customer expectations mismatch, and order fulfillment errors. Those are the top three that I landed on. Selecting the right returns metric depends on your business objectives and the stakeholders for whom you're presenting. For comprehensive returns management, combining these complementary metrics as opposed to just using one or two typically yields the most complete understanding of your returns landscape. Now, these are the two that I picked as the most comprehensive, but in the tooltips for the first two, you'll see that every metric is listed. In this dashboard, every metric is in the tooltips, and the return rate is the main comparison, but the return value rate is shown in is reflected in every single whatever. So the map in the top left corner controls the entire dashboard. By selecting an individual state, the entire dashboard will change to reflect the metrics for that state alone. When you want to see the metrics for the country as a whole, simply click on one of the oceans or the highlighted state, and the dashboard will once again reflect the country as a whole. Now, the insights I've gathered from this dashboard. Throughout the West Coast, technology is consistently the highest return value rate, with the exceptions of California and Utah, where it's a close second. This suggests that not only are technology products more expensive, but that people are returning the most expensive pieces of technology at a higher rate. That's what return value rate shows. One might also infer that your premium technology consistently fails to meet customer expectations in this region, and the customers in Utah and California may be more tech savvy. Now, this dashboard is slightly different than the rest. It uses every metric in the tooltip, and the tree map in the top corner controls the entire dashboard, similarly to the previous one. The insights I've gathered from this, you'll notice that no matter what state you click on or what time of year, that all 5 metrics in the line chart align almost perfectly, except for a few small exceptions. Say Oregon, you'll notice that although all of these are relatively similar, all of the return metrics increase slightly more than the sales volume, and I believe that is why there's a dip in profit. Now, all of these aligning as consistently as they do suggests that 1, they're influenced by the same underlying pattern, and 2, that if you wanted to make changes, they would affect all metrics similarly. This simplifies decision making, but also means there's a greater risk involved in making these changes. Now, this map shows total orders and total returns, the 2 metrics described here. And although they are not as comprehensive, they still tell a story. So from this dashboard I gathered, if you look as you click on all these states, you'll see that there is a very linear quality to the scatter plot. This extreme linearity provides management with precise predictability for returns across all regions and product categories, enabling accurate financial forecasting and inventory planning. It simplifies resource allocation for returns processing, as managers can confidently apply the same return rate, expectations to new products or expansion markets. This consistency eliminates the need for complex regional or category-specific return policies, streamlining operations and potentially reducing administrative costs. And lastly, this dashboard reflects the actual project requirements. You'll see total sales and return rate. Now, the return rate is reflected in every single chart, whereas total sales is in every tooltip and scatter plot as the bottom axis. Now, this dashboard is better for specifics. If you keep an eye on a single subcategory, say accessories, you can see that it stays relatively high on the return axis no matter what state you click on. Because the results are less linear, you're able to see the outsiders more clearly. And I've concluded as a result of this demonstration, the dashboard displays a business characterized by consistent return patterns throughout regions and time periods, offering a predictable operational landscape. This consistency creates valuable forecasting stability, yet clear outliers exist. Accessories consistently show high return regardless of sales, while technology products demonstrate elevated return value rates across the West Coast. These specific patterns indicate that targeted category interventions could produce substantial benefits while maintaining the overall operational balance. Management would benefit from a dual approach, preserving the predictable return infrastructure that supports streamlined operations while targeting the identified product issues. For accessories, implementing a quality assessment or better aligning customer expectations could lower return rates. The technologies category in Western states needs examination to determine why premium products aren't meeting customer expectations. Addressing these specific outliers while maintaining the system's predictability will enhance profitability without sacrificing the operational advantages derived from consistent return patterns.